street and say, you're not an American, come with us and ship me away. I am an American, but how would I prove that without a court of law?
Are you suggesting that American citizens are being deported?
I'm saying we're next on the list, and they've said that. The administration has said we're going to go after some of the homegrown ones we have here too.
What do you mean by homegrown?
Well, they're talking about terrorists and criminals that are imported, which is all, frankly false. But the administration has stated that they are going to go after the bad ones in America right here, born and raised Americans who do not behave the way the current Republican regime wants them to. They have discussed the options of kicking us out to, I'm not exactly sure where.
Now let's hear this Democrat just casually engage in some democracy denial.
Well, there is no mandate because while it sounds like and looks like the majority of people went to him, that's not true. Most people didn't vote.
If in the midterms the Republicans hold on to the House and the Senate, will you give up this fight? Will you acknowledge that the people aren't on your side and you don't have the numbers?
That's a loaded question because right now what I think is happening is the administration is doing everything they can to influence that vote and to stop truly free and fair elections.
So they're already trying to delegitimize the midterms. Next we discuss Charlie Kirk, and that's when this discussion really went off the rails.
People can worship whoever they want to, and if you want to worship a hate monger, knock yourselves out.
You saw Charlie Kirk as a hate monger?
I saw Charlie Kirk because he was a hate monger.
Can you just explain why you say that?
Oh, there's like 17 lovely quotes of Charlie Kirk talking about how black people aren't qualified to do their jobs, how women should live at home inside, and inciting his people to actual violence. Go out and exercise your rights, he will say, and let's go put some hurt on people.
I'm pretty sure he never said black people are unqualified. He said he didn't believe in DEI policies. That's not exactly the same thing. In fact, he was saying if you see a black pilot, you would start thinking, are they there because of DEI policies? And that actually undermines those who get there on merit. So that is a DEI argument, not a anti-black argument.
No, you're incorrect about that. It is an anti-black statement because the only way possible in Charlie Kirk's mind for a non-white person to get a job is for other sorts of programs, which is absolute garbage.
No, he never said that. I've listened to what he said in that quote because that quote's gone viral, and he was very clear that black people don't need DEI because they can become pilots or doctors or engineers, whatever, in their own right, on merit. They don't need those programs to undermine their achievement. So when they actually make it, people wonder how they got there. You don't see the merit of at least that argument, even if you don't agree with it?
Well, that's not the argument Charlie Kirk made, and you're trying to whitewash it, just like American media. You've learned your lessons well. Good job.
You think I'm whitewashing precisely what he said in the context he said it?
Well, that is not precisely what he said in the context that he said it.
I've watched the video.
Quite a few of them, yeah.
But you characterized it as he thinks black people can't achieve anything, when
yes,
obviously that's
right.
not what he said.
No, that is obviously what he said. That's correct. Mm-hmm.
Well, do you think maybe that's your own bigotry informing your thoughts? Because that's not what he said. His words are clear. You can read the entire transcript or you can watch the video.
Yeah, watch the video like I did.
Okay, let's go to the tape.
I'll tell you exactly what I said and why I said it.
Okay, go ahead.
I said, so when you see a black pilot, you wonder, boy, is that person there because they earned it or because they were placed there? That's what DEI does. It makes you ask questions you otherwise would not ask.
But apparently our lefty losing it knew Charlie's mind better than Charlie, and he's not above patronising a woman of colour. I mean, these lefties can't even play by their own stupid rules. What context did he say that?
Do we need to contextualize racist behavior is an interesting question.
I would have said DEI is racialist behaviour. So, yeah, if you're talking about DEI and the impact it has on society, I would imagine, yes, you do need to talk about that.
I think diversity, inclusion, equality are certainly things that we should have. Why are you against them?
Why am I against DEI, diversity, equity, inclusion?
Yeah, which one specifically?
I'm against the entire DEI ideology because I don't believe, as a woman of colour, I need to have standards lowered so I can achieve anything. And I would never want someone to look at me and say, did she get there through DEI, which is what he was talking about as far as the black pilots go.
You're implying a lot of context that he did not have in there.
But Charlie was pretty expansive in his context.
Yeah, racist, hateful, all of that stuff. Yeah, expansive. We wanted basically everybody that wasn't a white Christian dead.
Charlie wanted everyone who wasn't a white Christian dead.
Yeah.
So Charlie Kirk would have wanted me dead because I'm neither white or Christian.
Absolutely. So it's really odd for me that you're carrying water for him. But, you know, we are still a free country, and we can do whatever we want to do. Even foreigners that come in and have questions, well, we're happy to talk about it.
We've just paid tribute to Charlie's legacy in having respectful, peaceful debate without anybody coming to blows or